Hey guys, it's Jameson. Today we're going to be doing another work session on the tractor. We're going to be hooking up a throttle cable. Not sure if I want a pedal or like a hand one on the steering wheel, but no matter what we want, we still need to hook it up to the carburetor. So, let's get started. We're going to be using this bike brake cable, and let's get this out of there. I've used these in the past, they tend to work pretty good. So, now that we have our cable out, we know we need to pull it this way. So our cable is probably going to be coming around this way and clamping with these screws here. So we know that it has to go this way. So we have enough room to do anything we want. If we want a pedal, if we want hand operated gas, I mean, the possibilities are endless. But I've done this on some of my previous projects. What I do, not the greatest way, but I take a drill bit and I drill through this metal piece here till we have a hole. And then after, let me take the spring off first so it's easier to see. Then after you have your hole in here, you stick your cable through, and I weld the end. So there's a little bead of weld at the end that will hold it in place so it can be pulled whichever direction. And so that's worked well for me, and I think we're going to do that this time. But there's much better ways, but this is what I'm going to do, and if you want to try it, I encourage it. It's a good system, and the cable will never fail because it's welded on there. Or not directly to the thing, but it has a bead at the end. So, I'll set you guys up so you can see the carburetor. I might take it off, might leave it on there. We'll see. There we go. Now, I already grabbed the correct size drill and drill bit for the job. So, we want to get high enough on here to where we're not interfering with our idler screw. So, that would be just up here. Don't worry, I'm not drilling yet, just lining things up. Making a quick mark. Now that we have our mark on there, we'll do the real thing. These tend to be made with really soft metal, so it's not bad at all to drill through. Actually, we'll put the spring back on there, just so we have a little bit more resistance. Hold it in place. There we go. We'll make our hole. Now keep in mind, if we ever switch carburetors to something nice, all of this will go away a bit. Don't worry guys, the intake is right here. None of these chips will be getting in there, so anybody who's worried about that. There we go. I'll show you guys that. So, now we have a hole through the butterfly right there. We have, it's a little thin on the left side, but that's fine. If we need to fix it, we can fix it. Yeah, but we should be fine. Now, we'll undo the spring, because I don't want that on there when we're doing this part. And we'll grab our cable. Now, I've already welded the end. I'll see if we can get a focus on it. Yeah, it's not focusing, but we're going to trim the end just a little bit, not a whole lot. Just enough so we have cable to push through, or the right size to push through, and then we'll give the end a quick weld. I'm not sure if it's okay to record like welding with an iPhone, but if you know, leave it down in the comments. I would love to show it to you guys if it won't hurt my phone. So, just shove that right in there. And we can pull it all the way through, because when we pull it the other way, it'll be right in place. There we go. I'll set you guys up so you have a better view. I'll keep you guys in the same place the entire time. There we go. You guys should be in place. Let you move it. There we go. So, we'll pull our cable, which is stuck under the wheel, all the way through, just so we have more cable to work with. And what I like to do is take a pair of vice grips, loosely, just connect them to the cable, and then tighten them down by hand. Not overly tightened. You don't want it to undo, but it makes it a lot easier to work with the cable. So, let's just put it in a safe spot to do this. Probably not by the carburetor, which is kind of tough because, you know, we're putting this right over there, but we'll turn it this way and see if it stays. There we go. Then we can just clip our negative clip here to our vice grips, so then we don't have all of that cable that we want to see covered up. It's a sketchy system, but it works well. Now we'll flip our welder on. Grab a mask. Always wear your mask when you're welding. It's stupid not to. The one time you choose not to is the one time you'll get your eyes damaged. Just don't be an idiot. See? Now, we're gonna get ready. As I said, I don't know if it's okay to record this. I'm gonna assume it's not. And so, when I'm about to go, I'll tell you guys to cover your eyes. And this is just a 120 volt MIG machine, nothing crazy, just your normal machine. So now's the time when I'll cover your guys' eyes just so you're okay. I care about you so much, so that is why we got that in place. Now we're just doing a quick little pop on the end. It's on the maximum power possible, and our vice grips came loose. Whatever. Okay. So there we go. Then our negative end. There we go. Now I'll count down from 3 when we're ready. 1, 2, 3. Now that voltage was way too high. We'll flip it down to a 2 and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We did exactly what we wanted. Now we'll flip off our machine. We can put our helmet away. And undo this. Now, the cable might be a little hot, so be careful. Now, the end of it has that glob of weld on it, and that, there we go, holds it in place, you see? There we go. Now, we're gonna pull some of this cable through the other end, and for now, we'll just assume that we're using a brake lever as our accelerator or gas. I have one over here. There it is. Here it is. Now, these are really simple. This little thing takes the drum on there. There we go. Then this cable goes down the top. And you just need to line it up with all of these. There we go. Now it's in. And then we'll push or pull this guy. Just push it into the end. There we go. Oh shit. Yeah. Our weld wasn't big enough, so looks like we'll be doing it again. Which isn't a problem. Just shove it in there. This time, we're being lazy. I don't care. We're just gonna throw the clamp right on. There we go. Right on there. Not my main priority if you can see, because you guys are being covered up. Anyways, throw the machine on. There we go. Put this over your guys' eyes so they don't get damaged. Remember to wear your mask. Okay. Now we'll just get rid of that excess. There we go. Just flip it on that real quick. There we go. Now we got a nice clean hand. Now we'll line it up, and I'll count down for you guys, just like we did before. 1, 2, 3. and it's being stupid. But whatever. See if we can get this time. Yeah. This isn't easy, but it's what you gotta go through. There we go. I can guarantee you that's a big enough glob. Now that is hot as shit, so we're going to be very careful and hope that it doesn't just break off. We'll give it a couple seconds to cool down, make sure it's all good. Just knock those guys. Keep in mind, we're still letting it cool. We're not messing with it just yet. Oh shit. Yeah, still very hot. Okay, we should be good with that now. Now is the tricky part where we're gonna have to find a way to make this hole big enough to fit on our steering wheel. This part's gonna be a little tough. Not sure how we're gonna do it yet, but we'll figure it out. Now, it should be cooled, hopefully. And okay, that one is not coming off. And if it does, my system is pretty shitty. Now, we dropped our spring just over here. There it is. And we'll put that around the orange bit. Pull this guy to plastic. Now, there we go. If you guys have a better system, let me know in the comments. I mean, I'm open to suggestions. Whatever you have is probably a little bit better than this. Now, we're going to take our lever and cable, we're going to disconnect them, because it's going to be tough to mess with this lever if we have the cable connected. But it's good that we have it done. Now you have this guy, and let's get you guys off of the steering wheel. So that's what we're going to work on next. So, as you can see, there's an issue with this. To start, there is no way to just slide this on. And to bend this is very difficult. So, we've got our goal is to try to make a system that will allow us to hold our lever in place somewhere around here, just enough to be able to fully engage and disengage, and to not damage the steering wheel or the lever. That's important. But what could we do? If you have any ideas, you can leave them down in the comments. But this is Jameson signing off. Again, just finished our throttle linkage straight to the carburetor. And this is me signing out. If you haven't watched the last video, I'd encourage it. It's pretty cool, or at least I found it entertaining. But yeah.